Hello friends, Allison Ramirez here, Christian author, editor, and content creator, here today to talk to you about my 2022 author income. So last year I posted a video around this time with my 2021 author income, which I'm going to be comparing the stats and the numbers to this past year. Couple disclaimers. I really like being totally forthright about my income as a freelancer, as a self-published author, as a creative, because I see a lot of people posting that have been at this for a while and their numbers are pretty high in terms of their income, and I think it can be really overwhelming to somebody who's just starting out and maybe is having trouble actually like even breaking even or making money off of their books or their articles or other creative endeavors. So I just wanted to say that my numbers did improve from the year before, but still are nowhere self-sufficient or nowhere near a lot of other YouTubers that I see out there. So I hope this gives you a little bit of encouragement. As some background, I'm just finishing up my second full year at this. So I have a day job, which is I'm a faith formation minister at a local parish. So all these numbers with my editing, my writing, my books are not what I do full time. So I'm not trying to live off of this by any means. So that helps a lot. And so last year I mentioned that I had four, I call these my supplemental income streams, because as I mentioned, I do have a full-time job that is what allows me to pay the bills. These other streams of income are what I do for fun and are my real passion projects. Hopefully, who knows, maybe one day I can do these more full-time, but for now, this is just supplemental streams at this point. Okay, so basing off of last year, my four income streams were my articles. That was number one, like 2 to 3 page articles on various topics I write for different magazines or journals. Second income stream is my online teaching. I teach online classes to elementary students in English and creative writing. My third stream of income is my editing projects. So I serve as a freelance editor for Christian authors in their books, helping them with getting those books prepared for publication through various editing forms. My fourth stream of income is the money I make off of my book sales themselves. And then I actually added a fifth stream in 2022, which I called it the other category, and you'll see why when I talk about it. So in 2021, my net profit after deductions were taken out was about $1,500, $1,500. And then this past year in 2022, my net take home after deductions was about $5,700. Wow, not enough to live off of in either case, but $5,700 is a decent jump from $1,500. So I was super happy about that increase that I was able to make. So I'm going to break that down now for each category. So in 2021, I made $225 off of the freelance articles I wrote. This past year, I only made $100. So still made some money, but actually made about half of what I made the year before. However, in my online teaching classes in 2021, I made $500, and this past year I made $2,500. The reason I made a lot more money was because at the time of filming last year, I'd only been working for this company about 3 months versus I had the entire 12 months of 2022 to collect income. I also took on a lot more classes. So last year I was only teaching one private lesson to a student, and then this year I think I took on as many as 3 to 4 classes in a given week that I was teaching online. Okay, next is editing. In 2021, I made $1,270 over my editing projects. In 2022, I made $2,928. So I made about like over $1,000 more. And again, that was just because I took on a lot more projects. I worked with a lot more publishing companies and authors than I had the year before. And then finally, the moment all of you authors are probably waiting for, how much money did I make on my books? So in 2021, I made about $213 off of my book. And then in 2022, I made $633 off of that same book. In 2021, the book was published in October, so I only had October, November, and December of sales, so that $213 was over only a 3-month period. as opposed to that $633 I made last year in 2022 was over the entire 12-month year. So I'm really proud of these numbers. I'm super glad that I saw an increase. Again, as I mentioned, this isn't like an exorbitant amount of money by any means, but to see myself going from $1,500 in 2021 all the way to over $5,000 net profit in 2022 was super amazing to see. I honestly only thought that I would make a little bit more money, but to make so much more than the year before really, yeah, was really great to see. And I should also mention too that I'm definitely not doing this for the money. I truly love what I do. I love writing books. I love being a Christian author and being able to have my readers hopefully see Christ through my work, and to be able to just positively impact those who read the books. So that's, I guess, gifted in of itself to me. But at the same time, you know, you put a lot of effort into what you do. Your writing, your videos, your editing. You do. It does mean a lot as well to see that monetary payback, just because, yeah, you know, you worked hard for creating these various resources, and it's just great to see that it can help you, I guess, offset your costs. Because I should also mention last year I spent about $700 out of pocket. And then in 2022, I actually spent about the same, $650 out of pocket. And these are just costs to be able to execute these products, like executing a book. You know, you need to pay for cover designing. You need to pay for things like editing. I also paid for an annual subscription for video editing software as well. Or I had to renew my website. That costed some money. I had to pay a table fee at one point when I went to an event to showcase my books. And so all these different fees, they can add up. And so if you're only like putting out money but you're not making any money in, it can make it a lot harder to do what you love. So I actually don't have any specific goals for 2023 in terms of making, I guess, money. I'm already actually on track to make less than I did last year. And that's because I've been taking on a lot of other like passion projects that aren't like, how should I say it? It's like financially lucrative. Like I've been doing a lot more beta reading and ARC reading for author friends, like free of charge. And I've been spending a lot more time. I also have a lot of pets that I take care of and spending time with family and friends. So, and my day job has been taking a little bit more out of me. I should also mention that I am since in school. I'm in graduate school right now for my master's in theology. So that's taking time and money out of me as well. Oh, and then I didn't even mention that my fifth supplemental income stream that got added was my other category. There was a point when I was a presenter at the Catholic Writers Guild conference, and I was paid a stipend for presenting at that conference. So I thought, oh, it's not an article, it's not a book, editing or teaching. I'll add another category. So who knows if I'll add that again this year, but that was what that was for. So probably won't make the same that I did in 2022, but I think it's just cool to kind of like get a sense of like how much you're realistically likely to make, especially starting off as an author. So I hope this video was helpful. My prayers to you if you're a fellow author or just someone that's a creative person that's trying to make this work as a creative content maker. So I wish you all the best. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk next time.